welcome to a very special episode of Ask Housing. Today we are in a city which many Indians call their home away from home. I'm talking about Dubai, and to throw some light on what makes Dubai such a sought after location for Indian home buyers, we have a very distinguished guest. Mr. PNC Menon is the founder and chairman of the SOBHA Group. He is one of the biggest and most respected names in the sector right now. Sir, it's an absolute honor to have you on our show.
Thank you very much.
I'm Jhumur Ghosh, I'm the editor-in-chief of Housing.com News, and the conversation today will be about what makes Dubai such an aspirational aspect for the Indian home buyer. So you've obviously seen, several markets. You have seen the Dubai real estate market evolve, the Indian real estate market evolve. You've handled home buyers on both ends. Why do you think the Dubai real estate market remains such an aspiration for Indian home buyers? They want to own a piece of property in Dubai. Why do you think Dubai is so aspired for?
See, actually, if you really look around the Indian subcontinent,
Yes.
Africa and Middle East, the population of Africa is about 1 billion people and 450 million people in the Middle East. And its Indian subcontinent is about 2 billion people, close to 2 billion. So we are, these populations about 3.5, half of the, 40% of the world's population.
Yeah.
I always say this because I've been living in this part of the world for the last 42 years.
Yeah.
And it is a challenge to create a city like Dubai, where, as I explained to you before, a country which has got probably the highest quality of infrastructure and highly disciplined. You are very safe in this country, and you are able to make a living without any problem, and you are able to live here peacefully.
Yes.
And there is no such city, and the country has provided you a Ministry of Tolerance, Ministry of Happiness. All that goes a long way for a person to be happily living, peacefully living in this country. So there is it has become a magnet for this whole Indian subcontinent, Africa and the Middle East. People have started dreaming to own something here because you can come and live here very peacefully, and the quality of life is unbelievable. You can compare the quality of life with any part of the world, and it is an Eastern culture with the Western quality, and that's the beauty of Dubai. And I strongly believe that in the next 15 years, any of these geographies which I mentioned before, they'll be able to create something like Dubai. So Dubai has become actually a magnet for all the people around. People have become wealthier and wealthier. And they would like to, in real estate is one of the best investments, even today. So people have an attraction to Dubai primarily because Dubai is a destination to come and live peacefully, come and live beautifully. And this will continue.
And it's got some fantastic projects as well.
Beautiful projects. And according to me, there is no competition to Dubai. Dubai is Dubai.
Exactly.
There is no competition.
But sir, amongst the Indian home buyers, there's also a perception that for me to own a property in Dubai, I have to be an HNI or I have to be from the moneyed class. There isn't much for the mid-segment. There is a perception. Do you agree or disagree with this perception, and why?
I will tell you Mumbai as an example. I'm not talking about the primary place in Mumbai. You can buy a house from, say, million dirhams, which is about 1.2 crores. You understand? In Mumbai, you cannot buy anything for that price.
Absolutely.
So home buying is probably one of the cheapest in the world in Dubai. The kind of quality which is delivered is fantastic. And there is a lot of accountability on the part of the Dubai developers, thanks to the government and authorities. That's the main reason. You're very safe to invest in there. And it is probably one of the, for the quality that's being delivered, for the merit it has got, I think Dubai is highly undersold, very cheap selling. And this is one opportunity. People from Africa come and buy, they don't have this quality in Africa. In India also, to be very frank with you, this kind of standards, no.
Yeah.
We
So, speaking of quality and standards, I simply have to speak about SOBHA Heartland. So, I mean, we are talking about 183 acres of land, in a prime location. We are talking like millions and billions of dollars of investment, some fantastic master planning, based what I've seen. It's obvious it's going to be your flagship project, but, a project of this magnitude, what kind of benchmarks do you think it can create for the Dubai market at whole? And I believe that, Heartland is a project that can create benchmarks for the entire Dubai market.
First of all, the location. In real estate, the most important thing is the location.
Yes.
We are exactly 3.5 kilometers from Burj Khalifa, which is the heart of Dubai today,
Absolutely.
which is the tallest building of the world.
Yeah.
And the product that we're going to, I'm very passionate with what I do.
Yeah.
It is not like doing business. Of course, we're going to do business.
Yes.
And I have a history. I'm not being arrogant when I make a statement. Whichever country I operate, we become almost number one.
It's the truth. It's not arrogance. It's a fact.
So we expect, I will not say that I'm going to be number one here. I'll be one of the most respected brands in this country within the next 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
So that will be definitely achieved.
Okay.
Yeah, because you already seen the product,
Yes,
how we produce. Yeah. We give a lot of importance. I treat the product, I treat the building as my body.
Yeah.
There's a lot of importance for it.
Yeah. So, and sir, in terms of, just the designing and the architecture, it's got a very modern flavor to it. Do you think that's what home buyers are preferring in the current market?
It was driven by me.
Okay.
Young people today,
Yeah.
they would like to have a modern design.
Yeah.
This is what I've seen.
Yeah.
I personally believe in modern design.
Okay.
The decision to go the modern way was taken by me.
Yeah. Okay.
That was my decision.
Okay.
Because I know that market accepts it.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah. So I also want to know, in terms of Indian developers, there have been players in the past who've tried to come into the Dubai market, create a foothold. They've not been able to for whatever reasons. What do you think your company has done differently to be able to establish yourself, in so many markets?
See, first of all, I've been in the region for the last 42 years. Yeah. I've been only one industry for the last 49 years, the building industry. Yeah. And I've been away. I'm in this region. I was in Oman, then I came to Dubai. Yeah. So most of my experience is in this part of the world. Yeah. Even though I operated in India for the last 24 years, but still I will say that I belong to this part of the world in terms of business experience, in terms of track record, everything. And on top of it, I'm also a citizen of Oman, which gives me the benefit of doing business in the whole Gulf. Without a partner, I'm as free as anybody else in this country. Yeah. So that benefit also I have. Yeah. And with my experience, with my focus, I think I'm not treating myself as an Indian now. Okay. I'm an international businessman. Yes. Yeah. So I feel that I have the competence to be in this country to do business like any other competitor.
Okay. Yeah. So my last question, I'm going to be batting for my home buyer. So if I'm an Indian home buyer who wants to own a piece of property in Dubai, whether I stay here, whether I know enough about the market, what advice can you give to him? What should he be watching out for? How can he ensure that he buys a home which is best suited to his needs?
See, there are many developers in this country. Yes. So for an Indian developer, the only thing is I got a huge track record in India. Yes. Yeah. For the last few years, I've been put as one of the best brand in India by Track 2 Reality, which is a very respectable assessment of the brand. And so I have a track record in India too. 24 years I have finished in India. And I have got a track record. So I will say that, we are one of the developers who can be Indian should definitely come and buy my product.
Okay. So what you've mentioned is that track record is important for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, great words to end the conversation by. That's all that we have time for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter, and we will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.